green, red, red. That's a clear signal, southbound. We got a train coming out of Greenwood. I'll be here in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna get pictures of it. Got the abbeville switcher sitting down there in the yard track. There's only one yard track left. The whole yard is missing. Alright, I'm gonna go walking, get some better views. Alright, thank you. Alright, clear signal means he's main line to main line. Switch is lined. If it was going in the siding over there, they would have slowed them up. They give them a medium clear, or what they do is give them a medium approach, medium, which is the yellow over a flashing green. Alright, thank you. I heard him blowing a horn at the driveway at the bottom of the hill, where it's actually a highway that goes to a couple of driveways. So he's pulling the grade uphill, be swinging around the corner in a little bit. This is a southbounder out of Greenwood going to Atlanta. It's got a fresh crew on it. I don't see it yet, he's still coming up around the corner. I'm gonna pause it till I see some headlights, y'all. Alright, thank you. Batteries are low. Alright, here he comes. Up the hill, around the corner. I'm gonna step back from the railroad tracks just for safety reasons. Alright, thank y'all. Let me step on over here. I don't know what he is. Looks like it might be a manifest freight, you know, box cars, gondolas, covered hoppers, tanks, cars, auto wrecks. You know, carries a little bit of everything. He's coming at us top speed, 45 miles an hour. That's the speed limit here, main line to main line. Let's see what he got. It looks like he got a load of coal cars to me. I don't know. Hello, y'all. This is ballast train. It's loaded too. You can look at the springs on the car, look at the bolster, and look at the big gap between the bolster and the top beam of the truck. That's what I go by to judge the weight of them, and not the weight, whether it is loaded or empty. So he's gonna pick up a bunch of rock from someplace. Big long one. I've never seen one quite this long. Must be heavy. It's got 3 engines on it. I don't know where this is coming out of. That looks like I see the bottom end way down there. We got different kinds of cars in this train, don't they? Different years, I guess. There's a 98. Blue EOT on the bottom of it. Alright, fresh crew going to Atlanta. Looks like it's slowing up. We might have a train meet in Abbeville. He's not going real fast up the hills, like he's got to slow down when he gets to the next signal. Well, he shouldn't, because he had a clear coming in. And there wasn't no train ahead of him, so he's going out. He's just got a heavy train, I guess. It's just slowing him down. Because we don't have anything going north, so it's not going to be a meet here. Alright, I'm going to shut my phone down. I got to go do some stuff. Thank y'all. God bless you. Alright, I walked down to the depot to see what's going on. We got a train to stop down here. I don't know what's up with it. Train sitting over there, got a headlight on. I don't know what the signals look like. We waiting for someone to come out of Greenwood or not, I don't know. Hold on. Number 3445. I assume it's got a crew on it. They're just sitting here waiting on it to give the signal. Alright, thank you. Looks like anywhere from 2 to 3 to 4 inches of snow around here. Looks like there's still snow on top of the rails. We haven't had any trains come through. I got up this morning and went outside. It wasn't snowing. I went back in and laid down, and the snow started coming down, or I woke back up to go out feed the cats, and there was snow on the ground. Alright, thank y'all. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're having fun. Snow in Abbeville, South Carolina. And we still got snow on top of the rails, so that means no trains have been through here since the snow was started. Alright, thank you. Alright, train's been down the main line, but the siding and the yard lead, no activity because there's still snow on top of the railhead. That's the abbeville switcher. Looking north, we got the signals down there. They're all red. Nothing's coming from behind me. But we got snow, and I'm loving it. Alright, thank you. Alright guys, it's still snowing. Hold on, I'll have to hang up and find out what time it is. It's 9:12 on Sunday afternoon. They say the snow's supposed to quit now at 10:30. It's supposed to quit this evening. So, all the snow we've gotten, I'll say in some places about 3 or 4 inches, in some places it's only about 2. I don't know. I don't know how much we got, but this is the most I've seen probably in the last 20 years. Alright, thank y'all. Hope you're enjoying this. I am. I've been watching the videos on the weather lately, and they say the jet stream, which normally circles around the top of Canada, has blowed down through the middle of the United States, and it's going up on the eastern part of it. And that's what's modifying our weather. Snow, y'all. Still snowing. Pretty cool. I like the snow. I used to live in Alaska. I lived in New Hampshire. I've always had fun in the snow. Now I'm an old man just out walking around in it. I'm 67 years old, y'all. I can't believe that. And I'm having fun. Alright, I'm down here to check the trains out. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm down here to check the trains out. We got the engine sitting down there for the Abbeville switcher. He's in the yard track. And look, you see the snow on top of the rails? So we haven't had anything through Abbeville. I imagine there's probably not much coming down to go through. I don't know how bad the snow is south of us, but I imagine the further north you get, the worse it's going to get. All the signals are red. Alright, I'm going home and get warm, y'all. I'm not hanging out here watching trains that ain't coming. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got a train coming in from the right. It's at Red Street now. I thought I was one coming from the left over when I was at my house. I ran down here to get you a train tonight. So I'm gonna walk over here. It's a little bit brighter. We got all red signals at the north end of Abbeville. So this train's got to stop. I assume I heard one coming in. He's got to come in so this one gets a clear signal. Alright, nothing going on now. I'll get something. I cut my camera off, just save my battery. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we got some light coming around the corner. Here's our train. Well, here's the front of our train. Coming down the main line. I guess he got to come in and stop. I just turned around and looked. He still doesn't have a clear signal. I don't know what type of train we got. Can't see nothing yet. I don't see the abbeville switcher sitting on the side, and so they must have left it over in Greenwood. And they're gonna get another one. Signals are still red, so he's gonna pull up and stop, I guess. Yeah, I can hear brakes squealing and setting up. So he's coming in for a stop. All right, he's stopping. I'm gonna get more in a little bit when something else comes up. All right, thank y'all. Thank you for watching. All right, he stopped. I'm going to shut it off till I get some activity. All right, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a medium approach. That means he approaches, he can't go any faster than 35 miles an hour through that switch or in the side. So that's what that is. That's red over yellow over red, medium approach. Alright, so we do got a train coming out of Greenwood, and he's got to stop at the south end. That's why he's got a yellow signal. Next signal's red for him. So that means he's got to stop. So that means we might have another train coming in behind this one. So that means we'll have 3 trains meeting in Abbeville today. Alright, thank y'all. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we got another northbounder coming through. He'll pull in behind this train. I see the conductor got out. He's walking across. All right, I'll get more. Thank you. Bell's ringing. This one's fixing to crank up. It has to keep the air pumped up to keep the brakes on. Or so they got air in there so they can apply brakes. And the conductor waved at me when I came by. Fuel pump. Sound like that one trying to crank up too. How are you today? They're trying to film an engine cranking up. Alright, see crank up. Bye-bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got the southbounder coming up the hill. He's undimmed his lights. That's the rule they got to do when they pass an occupied locomotive. Well, he must have went behind something. He cut him. That was too early for him to cut him out. I walked through the woods of Mount Carmel, looked at the old Atlantic coastline tracks going to Anderson. You know what they did with that rail, don't you? Gillette bought it all to make razor blades out of. What was that, about 30 miles of rail?
Yeah.
Alright, he's coming on through, y'all. Double stacks. BNSF, 2 of them. Piggyback train. Little short one, ain't he? Alright, this one gets to go and the one behind them, and they got one more coming in. It'll be 4 trains tonight. Alright. back there going back to work. Well, it was down here working, but it's going back to the locomotive to work. Alright. Green over red, he's got clear signal, he can pull on out. Hard to see him up in there, dark in the cab. Alright. That's the ES40DC, number 868. ES44AA. 270 CW44AC. That's CWS coal train. This one goes down to Georgetown over near Myrtle Beach. I got a buddy of mine talks about them over there. So let's see if I get enough battery to get all this. This is a loaded coal train that comes out of Pennsylvania, goes through West Virginia on the Norfolk Southern. And they bring it down, hand it off to us, I guess, up in Tennessee or something. They bring it on down to Atlanta, and then they get it on our track and carry it back northbound again. So this is a southbound train that's going north right now, because he's south because he came out of Ohio, Pennsylvania and stuff. He's gonna knock the signal down. This train can go 45, he's on the main line. That's maximum speed around here because of the hills and the curves. They don't have flat level track around here for a little bit. When it goes through Greenwood and heads on up the main line on up, then they'll start getting into some flat territory. But we're kind of like in the rolling little hills around here. Sound like to run the rail grinder through here. These wheels are noisy. Since he had 3 engines on the front, I doubt he's got to distribute the power back here anywhere. In the middle of the train or on the bottom of the train. And boy, it's still cold out here. It had snow on the ground the last 2 or 3 days. Bottom of the train. No, it's dark down there. I can't Now the bottom of the train's coming by. Got blue EOT on it. Alright, he's coming down the hill around the corner. I'm going to set the camera off, save me some film, or save me some time on this. My battery's getting low.